I wear my heart on my sleeve and on my Instagram story. But yeah, me and Jack are no longer together.
Now look, ladies and gentlemen, slumming viewers, I can already hear you screaming, Samuel, why are you covering a breakup? Well, the parasocial audience is doing its parasocial thing, and it is just genuinely weird. Because look, it's one thing talking about a public relationship having a breakup. That's always going to happen because it's a public relationship. It would be ignorant and naive to say, though, that's something that shouldn't happen. But the weird theorizing that has gone on around this and people's celebration is genuinely such a strange thing to be seeing, but I'm not surprised that it comes from that like Dream SMP corner of the internet. Before we continue with this video, if you haven't already, please consider leaving a like and subscribing and hit the notification bell. It really helps with the channel, especially if you do enjoy the content. But without further ado, let's dive into the topic at hand. Well, this situation started like all of these situations usually do, where somebody is like weirdly looking into somebody's account and following to see if they still follow each other, and people realize that Eleanor and Jack Manifold don't follow each other anymore. Eleanor and Jack Manifold apparently breaking up was not on my 2025 bingo card. FYM, I did the sleuthing so you don't have to lol, so they unfollowed each other on Insta. And as soon as it started getting a bit of traction and videos over on the clock app started blowing up, like this video that shows Will and E kind of like wishing a breakup on Jack Manifold, which is just awfully timed.
If it happens,
I cannot stand the idea of my girlfriend only letting me see my cats at the weekend. That's
Right,
mad.
well, it was not a permission thing. I didn't have to go, please see me little sausages, please let me see him. Right, it was just like...
I get it. I get it, Will.
It's a two-man job having a dog. You've rattled me there, fair play.
People immediately started saying that Jack Manifold most likely cheated on Eleanor Neale. Jack Manifold and Eleanor Neale break up and songs about cheating. Feels familiar. Of course, Jack and Eleanor broke up. I'm absolutely not surprised. Jack cheated with Eleanor. She joined the Leopards Eating People's Faces party, and now she's surprised her face was eaten. Lol, it's karma. Those Etsy spells from Nikki finally work. Streets are saying Jack and Eleanor broke up. I hope she lost him the way she got him. Now, people are being parasocial and theorizing like this because rumors spread a little while ago that Jack Manifold was a cheater, and people tried to say that he cheated allegedly on this other content creator called Nikki, apparently.
Have you ever cheated on someone or been cheated on?
I've not cheated on someone, Jack.
No, I haven't either. I haven't. There was a rumor going around that I had, but it was false.
Who started that?
My ex-girlfriend.
Oh, why did she think that?
It's a bloody good question, Dax Flame.
Oh, was it more like it just ended poorly and then she thought that, or
I think that's pretty much. Yeah, I think
It was a tough situation for everyone involved, I think. But
including you?
No,
I guess it wasn't too
I
tough.
was stressed for a while because I didn't want to get in trouble
Jack's
for something.
quite a stressed person.
Yeah, I didn't want to get in trouble for something I hadn't done. But then when it did go a bit more public, I just said, "Oh, I didn't do it." Everyone believed me, so it was actually it was very straightforward.
Of course, as soon as people started thinking that Eleanor Neale and Jack Manifold had possibly broken up, this started circulating again, and clips of Nikki or Niachu, the person that people think he allegedly cheated on, started to circulate, and it kind of came a big thing where old tweets were getting brought back up again. Now, if I may and have a brave take, I do think it's a bit weird and a bit parasocial to sit there and start theorizing and commenting, thinking that possibly this person is a cheater with no proof, with no actual situation going on, just a rumor mill going around, and then applying it to a completely different situation, theorizing about it before anything's even been said. Of course, this got to a point where both Jack Manifold and Eleanor Neale did announce that, yeah, we did break up, and kind of explain the situation. Jack Manifold wrote, "Myself and Eleanor have made a difficult decision to end our relationship after 3 amazing years. There's no drama, no beef, no one did anything wrong, we both still care about each other and want the best for each other deeply, and sadly, the best way for that to happen right now is to continue our journeys separately. We'll both be supporting each other from afar, and we only ask that each of our audiences continue to support and respect the other moving forward." I always find these type of posts interesting, where a content creator has announced that they've had a breakup, but it does kind of make sense, especially when it's somebody like Jack Manifold with the audience he has, who are incredibly parasocial, incredibly weird, and will just keep blowing this out of proportion, keep talking about this, keep theorizing, keep speculating, and being incredibly creepy about it, so it is best to just, come out, clear the air, and just, say what's happened. Manifold then wrote, "Now stop saying I cheated. I never cheated on nobody in my life, bro. I'm actually so sick of that rumor, bro. Who started this trend?" I mean, honestly, even if he did cheat and he was a cheater, would I give a fuck? Should I give a fuck? Probably not. Honestly, the only valid criticism that I could see in there is the fact that you could say he's a liar, not only for just cheating, but also for the fact that he said publicly that he never cheated. But ultimately, we have absolutely zero idea what happened in any of Jack Manifold's relationships. If he's actually cheated or not, there's no proof or whatever to suggest that he has cheated. It's just lots of stretches, lots of theorizing, lots of parasocial parasocialness. Honestly, who cares? It's his private life. Nobody should be genuinely caring about this situation beyond what's public. The user wrote, genuinely disgusting how the community was so invasive and parasocial towards Jack and Eleanor. They deserve privacy about something extremely personal and don't deserve rumors about them being spread without any say from either person involved. Which, yeah, I feel is pretty obvious, but when it comes to the community that we're talking about here, I feel like it actively has to be stated out loud. And of course, don't be naive, don't be ignorant or arrogant. Of course, people are going to be talking about this publicly. It was a public relationship. People are also going to think that possibly something has happened more. That is only natural, but it's how weird and parasocial people are being with it, and the fact like people are celebrating or acting like they know these people when ultimately you don't. You have absolutely no idea what happened, and why do you care anyway? It's some internet relationship. You don't know these people. Why do you give a single flying fuck? But Eleanor Neale in a Q&A recently also spoke about this and, you know, kind of cleared the air.
As already kind of guessed, because I wear my heart on my sleeve and on my Instagram story. But yeah, me and Jack are no longer together. It's been a little while at this point since we made that decision, and this feels like a really exciting new chapter for me. I mean, don't get me wrong, it is such a bittersweet ending to the last chapter. Like, Jack and I had a really great 3 years together, but people simply just grow apart sometimes and realize that they need different things or that they have different plans for the future, and we just essentially realized that we're on different paths.
Do you know, for any Jack Manifold fans or Dream SMP fans, spoiler alert, because I know you probably will never have a partner in your life, this is something that, you know, is kind of pretty normal. A little crazy for me to think about the fact that there are people that are going to think about this more than just, you know, oh, you know, the internet couple that I follow, you know, they're no longer together anymore and just move on with their day. This user who put, I'm so hurt, but weirdly no, I feel kind of calm, like I cried when it was funny said, but now I'm just say here like, well, I love both and always will. What do you mean you fucking cried over this? It's so obsessive and it's so strange that people genuinely care so much about two people online that realistically they have no idea who they are. They don't know them personally, they just know them through their content. Now, and I have to say, it will never bore me to take a look at parasocial audiences like this and just point and laugh because it is so strange.
And that's okay. It's sad, but it's okay. But I am really excited for my new chapter. I'm really excited to gain some independence and build my own community in Brighton without just being like Jack Manifold's girlfriend, you know? At this stage of things, because it's been a little while of processing, like, I'm feeling really positive now.
Which is always great to hear in a situation like this. And Eleanor Neale did take to her Instagram story to, you know, again, kind of clear the air about this whole cheating thing. Eleanor Neale wrote, now we can stop speculating that he cheated, because if he had, he wouldn't be able to tweet right now. Hashtag she, theys, who's a shooters. Joking of, be nice to him too, we're mates. Another thing people started bringing up was this playlist that Eleanor Neale mentioned in her video.
That I actually made the best breakup playlist of all time. It's probably some of my best work. I'll link it down below for you if you need it. I mean, hopefully you don't. If you do, I'm really sorry that you're going through that.
There are some people that think they're like Sherlock bloody Holmes on Twitter highlighted that, you know, there are songs talking about, you know, cheating. So it must mean that, you know, she's been cheated on. I mean, like, it's a breakup playlist. People are going to be listening to songs about cheating and stuff because those are usually what breakup songs are about. People aren't usually singing about how happy their breakup is. I mean, even if it is the case that Jack Manifold cheated on Eleanor Neale or whatever you want to say, who cares? If she hasn't said anything publicly, there is no reason for you to actually give a flying shit. I just find all of this so incredibly bizarre and these people so incredibly freakish. They had a breakup. Yes, they're public figures. Of course, people are going to be talking about it. That is only fair. Just like I'm making a video talking about how parasocial people are being, talking about relationship. That's always going to happen, that people are going to be discussing a public breakup. That's going to happen if your relationship is, you know, out in the open. But I do think this whole breakup between Eleanor Neale and Jack Manifold do highlight how parasocial this side of the internet still is. But everybody watching, what do you think about all of this? Please feel free to comment down below, much done then you must subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a future Slot Meal video. But I've been your host Samuel, you've been watching me cover this just bizarre topic, and I will catch you in the next YouTube video. Goodbye.